The goal of base training is to prepare you for the road ahead. Think of this as opening your first running banking account. The more you deposit into the account, the more you can spend down the road ahead. Spend too much too soon, you'll be overdrawn and the bank will bounce your check.
In the same way, the more miles you're able to log on your legs during the base training, the more strength you'll be able to call upon down the road during your workouts and your races.
As we have already mentioned, base training represents your whole training program in the early stages. Later on, we will incorporate workout days into your training program, but base training will be the fundamental part of your training program.
There are 4 basic components of your base training. You have your easy runs, your long runs, your rest days, and your rest periods.
As a general rule, your weekly training program will involve around 4 easy runs, 1 long run, and 2 rest days. An easy run is a comfortably paced run that can be as short as 20 minutes and no longer than an hour. The purpose of the easy run is to deposit miles into your running bank account and to increase your blood flow to your muscles, which encourages their repair and development. Start out shooting for 20 minutes with the effort of the run as the focus, not the duration of the run. When you first start running, it'll feel hard, but it'll get easier as you go. The long run is the foundation of your endurance training and should be done once every week. The reason for the low frequency of the long run is that even though you'll be maintaining a comfortable and conversational pace, the duration of the run will make it taxing on your body. You need the rest days and easy runs to let your body recover.
The distance you go depends on your goals. You'll want to start with a relatively short run that you know you can do.
You'll then increase the time of your long run, not necessarily the distance though, by no more than 10% each week. It may seem counterintuitive, but try to schedule a short run the day after every long run to encourage blood flow.
To give you a better idea of the distance that you eventually want to work up to in your long runs, if your goal is a 5K or a 10K, you probably want to get up to 9 to 12 miles for your long run.
Regardless of how far you run on your long days, the idea is to push yourself a little. So make sure you drink lots of water that day and stretch a bit longer afterwards.
And this is a good time to reward yourself, so go ahead and eat what you have been craving or get a massage. You deserve it.
The third component of base training is rest days. And as we said before, rest days are just as important as training days.
You'll want to schedule 1 or 2 days a week where you don't run. These rest days let your body heal and develop and are critical for avoiding overuse injuries. Rest days are generally done around your own personal schedule. For example, take a day off before your long run, such as a Monday if you long run on Saturday. The last component of base training that we're going to look at is rest periods. Rest periods are different than other components because they don't relate to your weekly training schedule.
It is important to treat your body to long periods of rest so that it can heal and adapt to the new life that it's been thrown into.
Believe it or not, elite athletes will often include a full 6-week rest period into their training year. A good rule to follow is that your body earns 1 week of rest for every 2 months of training, and once a year, you'll cash in those weeks of rest to give your body a full rest period. What about cross-training days? If you want to incorporate other fitness activities into your program, that's great, as long as they focus on different muscles and don't involve the same pounding as running does. In fact, activities that develop your core and/or upper body fitness can really improve your speed and endurance as a runner. Cycling, swimming, or kayaking are all great in that way. You should treat the cross-training days as easy days in the early stages. As you get more comfortable with your training program and more in tune with your body, you can increase the difficulty to your cross-training day. Cycling and swimming are great aerobic workouts that don't require the same pounding of your running workouts.
So how long do you keep your base training for? Well, as we already mentioned, base training is the foundation of all your training, so it never ends. Once your base training has gotten you to the point where you can comfortably run the distance that you had set up as your goal, you're ready to incorporate workout days into your training program. And that's what we're going to look at now.
Now that you're comfortable running the distance associated with your goal, we can begin adding workouts to help you improve your performance. There are a number of different workouts that we can choose from. There's threshold training, interval training, resistance training, and freeform training. We're going to take a quick look at each of these, but keep in mind that your base training continues to provide the foundation of your training program.
To keep your body healthy, it's only realistic to include one workout day into your weekly program. Since your long run day and rest days are so important, your workout day will usually replace an easy day.
It's a good idea to keep your workout day and your long run day separated by an easy day and a rest day.